Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Catholic Homebody. If you're new here, I'm Roxanne, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I wash my Ikea UPPLAND slipcovers. So we are a large family and we have 7 kids. So our couches get very nasty and very dirty. And I wanted to share with you how I get my slip covers from looking like this to this. And I'm going to be washing the UPPLAND's dark gray and white slip covers in this video. I will also be covering all of the frequently asked questions and common ways on how to wash your UPPLAND slip covers. Here's what the Hallarp dark gray couch looked like, and this was actually washed not too long ago, but as you can see there was like toothpaste that has been smeared all over it. First, I'm going to start by taking off all the cushion covers so I could go ahead and get those started in the wash. And here's what the inside of my couch looks like. Our couches get pretty gross, and this is as real as it gets. I do like to clear out all the trash and make sure I vacuum up all of the crumbs and other dirt and debris. It has been a long time since I've washed the white sofa, and it's disgusting. I usually don't let it get this bad, but here we are. A little one has obviously gotten marker on the couch, and some candy has been embedded in the cushion. It's pretty bad. So I have a Samsung extra large capacity washer, which allows me to very comfortably fit 2 full sofa size worth of cushions at a time. In my old washer, which was not nearly as big as this one, I would only wash 6 cushions at a time, which is just 1 normal full size sofa's worth. And you don't want to overstuff your washer. It's really important to not jam pack the slip covers in your wash. So for my dark gray covers, I am going to have this set to a heavy duty setting, which automatically is set to the hottest temp and the heaviest soil level. I am having fabric softener added and a deep fill. And for the detergent, I'm going to be adding a full scoop of all free and clear detergent. I'm also going to add a half a scoop of OXICLEAN. So here is IKEA's washing instructions. They do recommend that you wash the Hallarp dark gray covers on a warm wash setting. I want mine to be sterilized and as deeply cleaned as possible, so I always do it on hot. And I would wash the Hallarp beige when we had that one the exact same way as I'm washing my dark gray cover. I will also be washing the body portion of the slipcover exactly the same way as I am the cushions. So now I'm going to start washing my white couch cushion covers, and my Washing machine is set to the whites setting, which automatically puts it at its hottest temperature. I'm going to do just one rinse, and it's also set to the heaviest soil setting. I'm adding some fabric softener, and it is going to be on a deep fill with a 20-minute pre-soak because these are disgusting and definitely need that extra soak. I'm going to also use a full cup of the all free and clear detergent. And when it comes to washing my white slip covers, I will use OXICLEAN, and half the time I will use bleach. And I know that OXICLEAN versus bleach is a huge debate, and everyone has their opinion on which one you should use or not use. I don't really have a preference. I will use either or. I'm going to be washing this half of my slip cover with bleach and the other half with OXICLEAN so we could have a side-by-side comparison, and I will show you all of that and later on in the video. Here is Ikea's washing instructions for the Blekinge white slip cover. They do specify to not use bleach. I have always bleached my white Ikea slip covers, never had an issue, so I do. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this in the wash. So now I'm gonna go ahead and wash the other half of the white cushion covers now with OXICLEAN. And I'm gonna have it on the heavy duty setting. I'm going to have fabric softener, also going to do a deep fill with a 20-minute pre-soak. And I'm going to go ahead and do a almost full scoop of the OXICLEAN. So my covers are done washing and ready to get switched over into the dryer, which I'm going to go ahead and do now. So I'm going to set my dryer to the cotton normal setting, and my dryer does have a medium temperature option, which is really nice when it comes to drying the Upland slip covers. Ikea does recommend that you do not tumble dry your Upland slip covers, but I do because I need it to be dried as soon as possible, and so that way I could get them back on the couches as quickly as I can. I will be going over air drying along with all the other Upland slipcover washing options in a later part of this video, so stick around for that. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this going. So now that everything has had time to wash and dry, I want to talk about shrinkage. I have noticed that the white slipcover shrinks a lot more than the Hallarp dark gray and beige. I have noticed a lot of people mention in the comments how the Topo light gray and light beige slipcovers had a lot of shrinkage as well. And here's what it looks like putting on the dark gray slipcover versus the white slipcover, and you'll see that there was a bit more of a struggle putting on the white slipcover versus the Hallarp dark gray. The dark gray body part of the slipcover is pretty easy to get back onto the sofa, and the cushions also went on pretty easily. I did end up struggling to put back on the white body portion of the slipcover. It is really snug and you have to pull quite a bit to get it back on there. Brian ended up having to help me. I didn't have any issues with the cushions though. Those were pretty simple. And here is how both slipcovers look after they have been cleaned. So here are the frequently asked questions and recommendations to how to wash your Ikea Upland slipcovers. The first one I would say is bleach versus OxiClean when it comes to the white slipcover. And here's a side-by-side comparison to how the OxiClean versus bleach came out. First, here's a little refresher of what it used to look like. So these three cushions were cleaned in the OxiClean. You can see the marker scribbles have all came out and the cushions seem nice and clean. There is a small stain left right here and right over here, but overall I think with how gross this was, the OxiClean did do a very good job. And the middle cushion was washed with bleach, and this is nice and clean as well. Here it is next to the cover that was cleaned in OxiClean, and I feel like both look really nice and white. So these two seat cushions were also cleaned in bleach, and these came out really nice and white, especially with how dirty all of the seat cushions especially were. There still is a really tiny spot here, but overall I think that the bleach did a great job getting everything out and these looking nice. So doing a pre-soak versus no pre-soak. So in this video, I did do a 20-minute pre-soak, but 99% of the time I don't. And I only will when my slip covers get as dirty and nasty as the white covers did. So the pros to soaking your IKEA slip covers beforehand are it does help loosen and remove any stains more easily. I would suggest that if you do decide to do a pre-soak, to do it on a deep fill setting on a water efficient washer. If your washer doesn't have a deep fill option, you can easily do a soak in your bathtub. If your washer doesn't have a soaking option like my old washer did, what I would do was after it has filled up and agitate it for a few minutes, I would just turn the washer off and then I would resume it once I was ready to continue with the wash. I went by my washer's pre-programmed soaking time, which was 20 minutes. I felt like 20 minutes was plenty of time. They came out pretty nice and clean. I have seen where some people will suggest doing a soak overnight. I personally don't think that's really necessary. If you have time to do that, that's great. But if not, I think 20 to 30 minutes is plenty of time if you do decide to do a pre-soak. So pre-rinse or no pre-rinse. A pre-rinse is great for loosening and removing any dirt, food, or any other debris that kids like to leave on everything. I don't do pre-rinses unless there were bodily functions that got on the couch, like throw up, or if a baby's like blowout diaper or something happen to get on any of the covers, then I will do a pre-rinse. But other than that, I don't typically do one. So now we're going to talk about how to dry your Upland slip covers. There are so many different drying options. Everybody out there will sort of have their own method, it seems like. As you saw earlier, I dry my slip covers on my dryer's normal setting, which is automatically set to medium heat. If I didn't have a medium heat setting, I would have just dried it on a high setting. And when I dry my slip covers this way, it doesn't take long at all. So one of the common ways that I've seen people dry their slip covers is complete air dry only. And you can do this in your dryer if your dryer happens to have an air dry setting. If not, I've seen where people will just like hang it, where they can in their house, or they'll even hang it up outside. Complete air dry or air dry only is the longest drying method for your slip covers. Then there is the half and half drying method, which is where you dry your slip covers for about maybe 5 to 10 minutes in your dryer, and then you let it air dry for the rest of the time. This is also a pretty lengthy method. So I've also seen a lot of people will recommend that you dry your slip covers in the dryer normal up until it's slightly damp, and then you stick it on the couch while it's damp, and it helps with shrinkage and getting the slip covers back onto the couch. I have tried this several times. I personally haven't noticed a major difference when I put it on slightly damp versus fully dry to do it every single time. So Scotchguard. I have seen people recommend using Scotchguard for their slip covers all the time, and I did try Scotchguard for the first time about a month ago before washing the white cover, and I felt like stains clung to the slip cover way more than I've noticed before. All of the cat hair, the lint from our clothes, everything just seemed to stick way more noticeably to the couch. I don't know if maybe I didn't allow the Scotchguard to dry long enough, or we were just extra messy this month. But so far in my experience, I have not noticed a huge difference using the Scotchguard or not, and it helping keep my couch clean. But that so far has been my experience with Scotchguard. So that's all about washing the Upland slip covers, and you could pretty much apply any of these to any of the Ikea slip covers. I would wash my Ektorp slip covers the exact same way. And let me know in the comments below, how do you wash your Upland slip cover? I hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.